Cyclone MMA. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mason from Cyclone MMA, and welcome back to another video. Today we got a fun one. Today we're going to talk about beer. We're going to talk about which UFC fighters I would crush a beer with. Let's just jump right into it. Do we think John Jones is going to make the list? Do we think Conor McGregor is going to make This is the weirdest, four people to just have as the graphic for the beginning. Because, John Jones, if you're drinking with him, dude, the night is going to go south quickly. Same with Conor McGregor. Khabib doesn't drink, and GSP, who knows if he makes the list. All right, let's move on to the first guy. Tai Tuivasa. Duh. Layup. If Tai Tuivasa is not on your list of UFC fighters you want to crush a beer with, then you are a filthy casual. I'm not going to do a shoey. I'll leave that up. If I'm with Tai Tuivasa, I feel like I can be bullied into doing a shoey. I'll be real with you. The part that's gross about the shoey is someone spitting in it. And I mean, drinking out of a shoe is not too cool too. But this dude's gonna party. This dude is gonna drink 24 beers and not really feel it. I feel like he'll drink 24. I'll drink 10 to 12. I'll die. He'll be completely fine, and he'll probably start taking shots or something after that. But Tai Tuivasa's got to make the list. The dude's a party animal. He drinks beer in the cage. So, yeah. Tai Tuivasa's got to get in the win column here soon because I love that boy. Diego Lopez. I don't usually crush Modelo's and Coronas, but with Diego Lopez, I'm going to make an exception, dude. If we're on a beach, we're tossing a lime and a Corona. We're going to crush that. If we're not on a beach, just in a bar setting, we're going to drink some Modelo's, because it's brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Me and Diego Lopez aren't going to have a lot to say to each other because of the language barrier. I don't think he speaks a lot of English, and I don't know if he speaks Portuguese, Spanish, or both. I'm pretty sure he speaks both. But I don't. I'm dumb American boy, so I barely speak English. So it's gonna be a vibes thing. I feel like me and him are gonna have some Modelo's. We're gonna play some pool. We're gonna watch some fights, and I'm just gonna watch as all the girls in the bar just fall in love with this crazy 145er, and I'm just basically there for moral support. Another duh answer, dude. Max Holloway, he's my favorite fighter. He's the chillest dude of all time. I don't even know if he drinks beers. It might just be me having a beer and him existing. Maybe I'll be watching him play video games. Or maybe it's a family barbecue thing. Maybe Rush is chilling there and we're, playing cornhole and shit. But Max Holloway has got to be on this list. Any excuse to get close to that dude and hang out with him, I'm taking it. Of course. Robert Whittaker. There's something about Australian dudes that just makes you want to, rip off your shirt, drink a six-pack, and then smash the bottle over your head. Robert Whittaker, despite this picture, is one of the nicest dudes in the UFC. I mean, from what we know about him, I could see this dude crushing some beers. He's like Max Holloway too, though, where he's a video game guy. Sometimes with my friends, we'll drink and put Slender Man or Slender the Eight Pages on our huge TV, and then we'll just play really close to it. And I could see that being a fun activity to do with Robert Whittaker, a dude who likes games, likes to have fun. Hey, Rob, can I come over next Saturday? Would that be cool with you? Sweet. Georges St. Pierre. We know this is a dude who's a ladies' man. We know he likes to have a good time. He's been spotted out at clubs. So I'm I'm probably an hour and a half away from Montreal. We can make this happen, George. I can come up this week. I can come up tomorrow, and we can make this happen. I feel like he's gonna know where all the great bars is. I feel like he can destroy a karaoke machine. I feel like maybe secretly he's got the voice of an angel. So karaoke in Montreal with Georges St. Pierre seems like the play to me. I think this summer I'm gonna have to hit him up. He's on my speed dial, so we're boys. We're gonna have to crush some beers and talk about dinosaurs and aliens and UFC fights, because I think me and him will sync up and find that we have a lot of similar interests. And I want him to tell me all about the T-Rex because this dude loves dinosaurs for some reason. The GSP post fighting career is some of the most like just like jolly and happy, wholesome shit I've ever seen. He's just always like, "Did you know this about dinosaurs?" And it's just him in an ice bath, and it's crazy. I like it's the content I need in my life. So thank you, GSP. Bryce Mitchell. You know, I wouldn't drink a beer with Bryce Mitchell, but I'd go fishing with that man. Okay, we're gonna move on. Johnny Walker. You guys are gonna be surprised to see Johnny Walker on this list, but you know, 3 beers in, he's doing backflips. Everyone in the bar has their eyes on this guy with a mohawk, and he's shredded. He's crazy. He's doing weird shit. He's doing the worm. Like I could picture like going to like a Burlington, Vermont bar with this dude. He's coming to my turf. He's coming to Vermont, and he just does the worm, like in like the Nectar's like dance floor. Like that's happening, and I want to be a part of it. I don't really I'm not a main character in this Johnny Walker story, but I want to be there to experience it. And I feel like if we're in any major city that he's ever fought in, I feel like he knows the 5 best bars to go hang out and get drunk in. So Johnny Walker like is the answer. What do we got next? I think this is the last one. Dricus du Plessis. That's going to surprise some people, again, that this dude's on this list. But think about the underrated trash talk of Dricus du Plessis, and think about his like playful banter and just his attitude. This is a prime like at the bar guy to sit next to. He's got crazy stories. He's done crazy things. And I feel like he also is not going to hold back. Like, he's not going to be like Sean Strickland where he's just like trying to offend you the whole time. But he's going to say what comes to his mind, whether it's politically correct or not. And he's going to say some funny shit. You know that. You know that's going to happen. I feel like DDP is one of the more underappreciated champions right now. Just like fighting style sick, but also like his like attitude and personality is actually so fucking fun. I know he says some crazy shit, but it's not to the degree of like a Sean Strickland. So like I appreciate that. You know he's gonna say funny things and just be kind of off the wall. So DDP has made the UFC fighters I'd crush a beer with list. So those are my fighters. That's all I got for right now. I'm sure there's like 10 other I could come up with, but let me know in the comment section below a couple fighters that you'd crush some beers with, and let me know about that. Is John Jones on your list? Is Conor McGregor on your list? You crushing beers with Bryce Mitchell? I know some of you are. Some of you are crushing beers with Bryce Mitchell, and you guys, that conversation. Imagine that. Imagine crushing beers with Bryce Mitchell. You just like 3 beers in, you're like, maybe the earth is flat, dude. You bring up a really good point. Because, like, I've never been to space. It doesn't seem like it could be a ball. Like, maybe gravity isn't real. Yeah, how many beers would it... That's the real question for the comments. How many beers would it take for you to agree with Bryce Mitchell about all of his political views on the world? For me, I think the answer is like... I think it's that 24 pack like we were talking with Ty. I think you put 24 in me and I'm on death's door. I think the earth's flat, and then I just die. Anywho, weird video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.